A couple days ago, something happened. I was sitting somewhere, eating lunch at a restaurant with some friends. Supposedly it's a fancy place, a high-end restaurant. The table next to me was paying their bill. The guy paid with a Visa. After he finished the bill, he and his family were having dinner or lunch, I don't know. The bill was around 4,000 pounds. I'm telling you, it's a pricey place. So the bill was 4,000 pounds or a little over. After he took the bill and left, I saw the waiter holding the leather thing with the bill, looking at the tip. And his face changed a bit. Anyway, later I asked for my bill. The same guy came. I chatted with him, consider me a public figure. I can chat with him and get him talking. I said, I saw what happened. What did that guy do to you? It was like I pushed a button, I swear. The guy said, imagine, Mr. Tamer, he's having lunch with his family. Their bill was 40,450 pounds. 4,150 pounds. Paid with Visa and left me a 20-pound tip. A tip? I said, seriously? He said, yeah. He paid 4,000, ate and drank with his kids, and left a 20-pound tip. I said, no, that's not right, not nice. He said, what can I do? Then I started chatting with him. I said, tell me, how do you guys handle tips? He said, sir, our salaries. I said, how much is your salary? He said, my salary is 4,000 pounds. My salary from the restaurant is 4,000 pounds. And then it depends on the tips. The tips that are collected from every bill, from every check, are put in a box. And at the end of the month, the total is distributed among all of us. The waiters, the chefs, and all the workers in the restaurant, whether it's 1,000 pounds, 500 pounds, 5,000 pounds, it's all collected and divided among us. And we're about 20-something people between the chefs, the cleaners, the waiters, and so on. So that's what supplements our income. I might get 1,000 pounds, I might get 2,000 pounds on top of the 4, making it 6, and so on. But with this 20-pound tip, we won't get anything at the end of the month. I left and walked away thinking, and the truth is, I realized that first of all, this whole setup needs to be adjusted.
Yeah.
Why do you adjust it? It needs to be adjusted. First of all, 4,000 pounds is a low salary from a restaurant. Isn't there a minimum wage? I mean, forget about the legal application. Isn't there just a minimum wage? So the restaurant should at least start me at 6,000 or so, which is, we're talking about the minimum wage, I mean. That's number one. Number two, seriously, this 20 pounds you're leaving. Leaving. Do you remember I talked to you a couple of months ago, almost, about the tips you leave at the gas station? And I was very insistent about it because the gas station workers don't get a salary at all. They contract with the owner of the station that their entire income comes from tips. They don't get a single pound from the owner of the station as a monthly salary. So at that time, if you remember, I told you, please be a little generous. Yeah, be a little more generous. Be a little more free with your money. You can't fill up with 1,000 pounds and leave him 2 pounds and change. So you fill your car for 1,800, 900 pounds, and sometimes leave the guy 2 metal pounds, sometimes nothing. No, man, give him 10. Give him 20 on 1,000. Will it break you? Think of the total as 1020, but leave at least 20. That's how he and his co-workers live all month. Same at restaurants, cafes, and so on. I see it as a form of solidarity. Call it solidarity, connection, compassion, fine. Call me Tamer. Say it's a shakedown. I'm not saying someone will force you or that you'll pay by force. No waiter will block you until you pay a set amount. It doesn't happen. What you put in the envelope or the box, they take it and shut up. If you don't, they keep it inside. They can't do anything. But I'm saying, why do that? You sit at a cafe. Smoke shisha, God forbid. Not God forbid, I do it. It ruins your health, but you're free. You smoke shisha for 150 pounds. drink some fancy drink. For 200, you do all that. Then you leave nothing. Or 5 or 10 pounds for the considerate charity. At least the total tips at the end of the month make a difference for those workers. Or at least that day, if you tip, well, they can buy fruit, bananas, or some meat for their kids. Can you imagine what you could do for people with just a bit of what you waste at cafes and restaurants? You go to fancy places now. A kilo of kebab is like 2,000 pounds. And God help ya if you wander into a fish place and order shrimp and egg. You'll get robbed. Just leave your card and run. People drop 7, 8, 9,000. What? Then tip 20 or 50. Don't be stingy. If you're blessed, I'm not talking to those who can't afford it. They're not eating at 10,000 pound restaurants. God says, give and you shall receive. So I think part of connecting caring and giving is finding chances to help those in need and in pamika. Trust me, these people deserve it more than beggars in the street. I've said it before, don't give to street beggars. I don't. Never. Doesn't matter how they look. I give to charities, organizations, or people I know. I make sure they truly need it. And they don't beg. They're the ones God talks about. You'd think they were rich because they're so dignified. They work hard. They sweat. You'd think they were rich. They don't beg. So if you get a chance to help, don't hesitate. When you give him the chance to make his family happy, give him 50 pounds a day so he can buy something nice for his kids on his way home, or get his son something he asked for. See the joy you brought him and you barely felt it. It's like asking for an extra stone or a quarter stone with extra honey, or ordering an extra cup of tea. Consider it like this. You ordered 4 lemons, like you ordered 5 lemons. The 5th one goes to those helping you at the shop. Better than giving beggars, most of whom are mafia, criminal gangs, begging gangs, and scamming you, and you. So in my opinion, after praising God, a key part of our social solidarity is thinking of others, especially if they are honorable, respectable, earning their living honestly, working, not begging, and helping us in some jobs. They deserve our kindness and charity. Instead of handing it to him in the street, humiliating him, give him a tip at work. He'll take it with dignity, live honorably, live a decent life, and provide for his family. And this is my request to business owners. Business owners, restaurant owners, cafe owners, shop owners who hire people. Sir, you and I know God has blessed you. You and I know your restaurant is doing well, and you open a new branch every 2 or 3 months. One in Sheikh Zayed, one in Nasara City, one in Tagamawa, one in Dahshur, one in Alexandria. May God bless you even more. Things aren't tight. You keep opening new places. So be generous to those who work with you. Aren't they a reason for your success? Aren't they, with their dedication, the ones who help customers enjoy themselves so they keep coming back, increasing your income? You profit and live well while they barely scrape by, and you don't improve their situation. You spend millions to open a new branch. I'm not saying spend millions, but give each of them an extra 1,000 pounds or 2,000. Live generously with them. You'll find they're more loyal, serve better, and improve the work quality. it'll benefit you too. So I urge restaurant and cafe owners and others who are doing well and making good money, don't forget that your employees are a major reason for your success. Don't profit alone. Don't profit alone.